This one is wonderful. And there's a that way. A very important association. And I'm also one of the advisors. Thank you very much.
It is gratifying that we have gathered here today peacefully as a nation to observe our beloved mother's 47th independence anniversary, for which we owe boundless thanks and appreciation to the Almighty Allah. In the wake of the recent inaugural ceremony and the appointment of a new cabinet for my 4th consecutive term in office as president, this occasion presents another opportunity to renew our pledge to redouble our efforts for greater achievements in accordance with our determination to transmit this nation into an economic superpower. Consistent with this, the focus of my address today is all hands on deck as we march towards the attainment of economic superpower status. Although as a historically significant event, Independence Day always offers an opening to reflect on the advantages and honor of being a sovereign state. It has come to assume an inspirational significance for rededication to the never-ending task of nation building. The day now rekindles in our hopes and our optimism for a brighter future, noting that the achievements we made within these 17 years are incomparable to the centuries of British colonial rule and decades of self-rule that culminated into a legacy of depleted resources, inappropriate national institutions, and organizational structures that did not match the realities of our social context. In redemption, with the Second Republic came the restructuring, reformation and regulation of our state apparatuses and institutions in line with our shared values, diversities, and culture. One may posit, therefore, that there is little merit in celebrating the attainment of political independence without putting it into context. For political independence has led to the struggle for economic independence. In the Gambia, it is a struggle to attain an economic superpower status, for which all hands must be on deck. In spite of the considerable strides made over these years, the attainment of such a status requires more than what Gambians are currently giving to their nation. Indeed, nations are what the citizens make of them, and this is portrayed by their level of faith in the Almighty Allah, coupled with sacrifice, discipline, devotion, patriotism, hard work, and selflessness. It is within this spirit that all Gambians must unite in word and in deed, bound by the same goals, aspirations, love for their motherland, if the Gambia is to become an economic superpower. My policies and decisions, including the appointment of my cabinet, amply demonstrate my commitment to giving every genuine and patriotic Gambian a chance to serve the nation, irrespective of all forms of affiliation. Therefore, the call for all hands on deck is addressed to all and sundry. To all Gambians I say, come and join us so that we work together for the good of every Gambian. Fellow Gambians, boys and girls, I have pronounced that the current blueprint, that is the Program for Accelerated Growth and Employment, otherwise PAGE document, sets out a clear path for us. However, the pronouncements therein will never come to fruition without the requisite degree of dedication determination, and support from all Gambians. Going by the results of the last presidential election as an indicator, I am optimistic, though, that my government's program will be supported wholesomely by the greater majority of the people. In consequence, my government will provide the political will, and we expect that the people will reciprocally defend and support government in its drive for a new Gambia. In the march towards becoming an economic superpower, it is crucial for every citizen to contribute in some way in filling the existing capacity and intervention gaps. For instance, it is crucial to enhance the growth of the industrial sector, which has an enormous potential for expansion. Strengthening entrepreneurship and skills development to mitigate the dented dependence on foreign expertise still remains a huge challenge. Training and retraining such highly qualified personnel as professionals, managers, administrators, and strategists amid innovative investment initiatives and strategic appropriation of funds similarly linger on as relevant areas of attention. Importantly too, we must not waver in the quest for excellence, nor must we turn back from this march to superpower status. Like soldiers, we must move forward, guided by one goal, that is achieving what we have set ourselves. Fellow Gambians, boys and girls, attaining a new global status calls for a new culture of ethics and a new culture of doing things, while maintaining our identity and dignity. As a precondition, let us believe in the vision we proclaim, commit ourselves to it, and work steadily towards its realization. Therefore, let there be a sharp and an undivided focus on the people and their communities, aimed at transforming the negative subcultures that hamper progress. All of us need to be conscious of our various roles as leaders, youths, elders, professionals, public servants, partners, and friends, and play those roles with unshakable sincerity. This is the surest road to success. We have an ingrained culture of dependency that continues to undermine our efforts. Dependency restricts growth, expansion, and the realization of our collective potential. Accordingly, to become an economic superpower, the Gambia requires a new breed of patriots who appreciate their heritage, cooperate for the welfare of all, provide support in the interest of the nation, and are uncompromisingly determined and committed to the nation. Fellow Gambians, boys and girls, I have entered into a socio-political contract of developing the nation, as enunciated in my inaugural address. Nonetheless, you, the citizens of this nation, must also enter into an explicitly irreversible contract with government to play your role to the fullest. The space to do this has been created and will be widened to as far a horizon as you need within the precincts of the law. No Gambian will be overburdened, restrained, or constrained by any form of bureaucratic procedures or legislative barriers to participate legally in national development. We recognize the will of the people as the will of government, and there is no distinction between the state and the people. The relationship between the two is an indivisible and sacred duality. These are the governing parameters within which my government seeks to serve the people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow Gambians, boys and girls, as we appreciate the splendor of this National Day, we congratulate the school children and the voluntary organizations that have paraded gleefully before us. While we commend their parents and teachers for preparing them for this auspicious